a lot of need for Hereford Bull movies in Hollywood.
Well, it's an old movie.
Oh.
Hey.
When they didn't have
Back when
recap.
they had
We're back.
original ideas.
Hey.
Matthew Harvey
What's
here
up,
in
Matthew?
the 3 o'clock spot. James Harley on the left at the 6 o'clock spot.
Yep, with Jason Fuller at the 9 o'clock spot.
I'm back.
Our 12 o'clock spot is empty. Mr. David Scoop Johnson just left the building.
This chair's still warm.
Yep.
Jason, James, and Matthew recapping some of that and getting in some things.
Well,
Orders of business.
What's up, fellas?
you just interrupted our discussion about Vindicator.
What were y'all talking about?
The Hereford Bull movie.
Yeah,
Okay.
Vindicator.
Okay, I have not seen it.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
we're gonna check
Should
that
check
out.
it out if you like cows and movies and stuff.
Maybe we'll do a 0.5 of that, a recap of the Vindicator movie.
There we
Okay.
go. There we go.
That
Movie
sounds good.
reviews. If you guys are interested in that,
We
Give us a-
should.
give us some feedback on that. We'll
Cool.
review movies.
So we just talked a lot of cattle and a lot of small town business with David Scoop Johnson. It
Scoop
was a lot of fun.
Johnson, man.
Good guy.
That was
Leonard Legend.
fun episode. I feel like I may have embarrassed my father at one point, but then I feel like I kind of redeemed myself.
You say
know?
that about every episode.
That's true. That's true. It's
My,
I'm
my
seeking-
dad's going to be so embarrassed
I
to
was
me.
seeking my parents' validation here. Right, trying to do something. But I could. We talk cattle, which is near and dear to my heart, being the son of cattle ranchers.
Well, he has tons of stories, and we went an hour and 10 minutes, I think, and he probably could
We
have
had
gone
to-
another 2
Yeah,
hours.
we had to kind of cut him off.
Yeah, I think we could have gone a lot longer than that, and hopefully he will be back as well.
When we do our marathon show, our 24-hour
Oh.
marathon show, we should just have like a revolving chair
What if we did
of
that at
people
the
like
Leonard
that.
tournament?
Oh, we should do that.
set
Do a
up in the
marathon
cafeteria,
day. Yeah,
and we'll just have people come and go as they
or in the
please.
stands.
That'd be cool.
We could
We
do
see
that.
somebody interested and just rope them over.
Yeah,
Hey, come over and tell us some stories.
yeah, that might happen.
Marathon show, market.
Ooh, I like it.
You know how at the fall festival they always have you can pay so many tickets to go to jail. What if it's you pay so many tickets and you have to go sit with the 12 o'clock siren guys? You know,
There you go. Or a
Or
kissing
we
booth.
Have, we have to go a minute for every dollar
that's it.
raised.
Oh, there will be some
Ooh,
shenanigans.
that'd be fun.
Maybe a kissing booth.
Ooh, speaking of fun,
Are we doing the fall festival or something?
there's a Halloween on the
Is
square
Halloween coming up?
Yep, the Leonard Chamber of Commerce
Is October coming up?
is talking about doing the Halloween on the square October 31st,
What
which is a
month is this?
Thursday. It is already. Is it October?
Not yet.
No.
Yeah, it's not yet. It's the 25th, 6th.
Tuesday.
Your birthday,
It
James
is.
Hartley's
Tuesday is October.
birthday.
Today is James's birthday, y'all.
the
36
6 o'clock spot's birthday that I've forgotten 4 times today.
It's true. 36 came fast, guys. I thought I would have accomplished more. by
36?
now.
I think you've done well.
I think I've done well.
You're just
That's good.
36?
Just 36.
Just a little baby. Still
Last
got a lot of pup in him.
Last year of my mid 30s, so
Mm.
I got 365 days.
Kind of
until I'm in
feeling it.
my- Yeah, a
Well.
little bit. The waistline
Yeah.
and the lack of energy.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it. Garrett Todd is calling Jason now.
Yeah.
Oh,
is. I'm
man. Can
gonna-
we get him on the show by
gonna
the time we
ignore it.
stop recording?
Text him, tell him
We
to come
can
here
put
now.
him on the Bluetooth and just pipe him in.
Yeah,
We really can.
I would hate to try to figure that out on this point.
We can do it. It's very easy.
I have no idea.
We could
how
also
to do
keep talking about stuff, too, while you pipe him in there.
What do-
Jason, get it going. Figure
What do
it
we
out.
got?
Just get him on the phone and then pick up Roadcaster on the Bluetooth.
But too late. I already sent a text. What were we talking about? Your birthday.
Yeah, that's it. That's
and
it.
you're on the downhill slope of 30. On the backside of
So
30.
he just wanted Garrett Todd to be on the show tonight.
I know. That was my birthday.
Thanks a
wish.
lot, Garrett. When
I
you
know.
listen to this,
Garrett's-
you're going to be...
Garrett's failing me twice. We wanted him to be on the show for my birthday, and then he and I were supposed to run the trail Mission Tejas 25K, and he
is this
he
like a
canceled on
midlife
me.
crisis race?
Oh no, I do these about twice a year where I promise myself I'm going to get in shape, and then I don't, and I still go and run absurd distances, trudge absurd distances.
Blows my mind that you do that.
It blows my mind because I'm always like, I'm never again doing this because I'm 250 pounds of Play-Doh, and it hurts my feelings. But anyway,
Better man than I.
I don't know. So
I
not
couldn't-
as smart.
But the Garrett Todd, come on up here. Halloween on the Square,
Yeah,
October
Garrett, if you're
31st,
listening, come up here.
Thursday, 7 o'clock, I believe. I
Yeah,
forgot
starts
to
at
look
7.
at the actual time. But
7 to
7 o'clock
9, I
is when
think.
it's going to start. And I believe the 12 o'clock siren will be recording and broadcasting within a
Location.
voice distance on location at the Square
Yeah.
next to the Kickbacks booth.
Yeah. Yes, we get
giving out some candy.
Kickbacks has a booth.
We will be. We're going to be right next to him.
What kind of candy?
Kit Kats.
Full size?
See what I did there?
Kit
Is that
Kat
what you were
kickbacks.
wanting? Do you even think I'd say Kit Kats?
Snickers?
The full size ones, right?
Fun size.
Fun?
Everything's fun around here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's more fun when it's really small like that.
Jason, you went to Homecoming. Hoko.
Hoko.
I did. I went to the.
That's what they call it now, right?
Hoko
That was
week.
never around.
Yeah, it took me an embarrassingly long time to figure out the hashtag. I was like, what is Hoko?
Say it. I can't say it.
I was like, what is Hoko? Oh, Homecoming. Got it.
Yeah, I went Friday night. I went to the Leonard Fighting Tiger Homecoming football game.
How'd that game go?
What yard
Detroit,
line did you sit
Texas.
on?
I'm gonna guess about the 43.
Not too far
Okay.
from
How high
the
up?
strategically placed scavenger hunt.
Second row from the top.
Yes. Second row from the top.
Yep.
Had a bird's eye view.
I did.
And what was the outcome?
Leonard big, man. Leonard big. It was a game for about a quarter, and then Leonard pulled away. Leonard has a few guys that can play some football, man.
Any particular standouts?
Yeah, DJ Brown, of course.
Sure.
Super athlete, good kid too. Another kid, I hope I'm saying his name right, Riley Farron.
Okay.
Tall kid. He's a ball player.
What did he play?
Little of everything.
Uh-huh.
Both sides of the ball.
Gotcha. One of those.
Yeah, he's a ball player, man. Cody Hauser, pretty good. That's Bobby's son.
Well, stands to reason. Bobby
Yeah,
played
he's
tailback,
fast, man.
right?
Yeah, Bobby was all over the place.
Sure.
I think he scored a lot of touchdowns.
Bobby was fast when we were
He
kids.
was.
He was really quick.
His son's fast too.
They just gave him the ball. He ran it in the end
He's
zone
pretty
every
good.
time.
I know I'm
much.
forgetting a few. There's a kid, last name Harris. I'm not sure if he's kin to Martin or not. He's a good ball player too.
Anybody still doing 44 cutback?
No, we run a spread offense nowadays.
Oh,
yeah,
snap.
we're not running a wishbone or nothing like that anymore.
Nice.
So yeah, it's pretty interesting. You guys should go watch Leonard High School football, man.
Maybe
Cool.
we should do a 12 o'clock siren on
Support
location.
Fletch.
Yeah, I actually snuck in there early. Did you know that?
Yeah, I seen that you hid some stuff there. You've been hiding stuff, man. What's
Well,
up?
I've been having fun.
Have
Yeah.
you?
One of them is a bit of a stretch. The mobile is the only one that.
Do
really
you have any
nobody
that haven't been
picked up on.
found yet?
No, they've all been found, and I'm coming up with some hard. It's kind of hard to get a.
There's only
hiding
been one.
spots.
I like to think that I know Leonard pretty well, even from like a photograph. There's only been one that kind of threw me, and that's the one in the piles of gravel.
Oh yeah, you know where that was?
I do not. Was it back
right,
here?
Right back here
I
by
figured
the
it was
railroad
close by.
tracks actually by Bear Creek down their road.
Yeah, I
I
think
just
we're,
saw him there. I thought it was a pretty good. Somebody's gonna know it. And I think Kim Tillery got it. I think she picked it up.
The
Yeah.
only one I've hidden so far, I taped to James's back, and he hasn't found it yet.
have not found
He's
it.
been walking in circles
Don't
all
tell
night.
Yeah.
He keeps
Trying to
scratching like
It's
he
got
feels
me.
something.
What is it?
It's got me. Yeah. Little do I know it's a little bit of happiness.
Yep.
Now the
It's
one
your
that-
birthday present.
That's it.
The one with the water tower in the background was a bit of a more difficult.
I knew exactly where it was when I
Yeah.
seen it.
Yeah.
Yep.
You
Over
know,
by
did-
Damesworth.
Yeah.
I think we're going to
Yep.
up the ante on giveaways here soon too, right?
I hope so.
Yeah. I
We
mean,
got,
no,
we've,
we're
got
gonna
a, we've got a good one coming from Knucklehead.
yep.
They donated some stuff.
Oh, yeah?
That will be given away. One of them was the one on the Damesworth fence line was a Leonard Tiger decal from them.
Cool. I want Knucklehead to wrap my whole body.
They're doing wraps now.
Body wraps?
Not body wraps. Not like Jason Fuller body wraps. I mean, they might wrap.
That'd be
your-
cool.
They might wrap.
I
your
just want to be
Jeep.
plaid.
Selling
Yeah.
ad
Yeah, I
space
want all of me to be plaid.
like what's that?
Like the
Or
Blue
like-
Man Group, but plaid.
or a paisley.
Yeah, there you
Paisley would be good.
go. Yeah.
What's the lumberjack plaid called?
Lumberjack.
It's
It's got
just,
a word for it, doesn't it?
it's just plaid. I thought. I don't
Okay.
know.
Plaid.
Maybe I'm
I think you're thinking of
maybe I'm
plaid.
wrong.
Mm.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
I did do a couple T-shirts at the game. Hid them strategically in places under the bleachers that I thought no kids would find them, and apparently no kids found them before.
Kids
I
don't go into the
revealed
bleachers
it.
anymore, man.
Do they not do that?
No.
Kids don't
They
come
don't-
out of their room much.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
they tweet each other.
Yeah, they can sit in the stands
Yeah.
and tweet because they
Yeah.
have data.
Yeah. Hashtag social anxiety at so and so. You know.
But anyway, I think Felicia Fine found her second,
Oh,
and
snap,
then
son.
Miss
She's on the board
Lindsay
with
Lowry,
2
I
times.
believe, got the second one. So it's been
Yeah.
pretty spread out. She's
So,
our
wait, so you
Felicia's our
hit
first
2 in
two-time
one
winner.
location?
Yeah, I hid one under where the band used to sit. I assume
Changing
that's
the
where they
game.
still do. And I got a really cool picture of the scoreboard in the background, so there's no question as where it
We
came
got some
from.
hardcore listeners.
Yeah, no, they're
Justin
they're going
Horton.
quick. Yeah.
Shout
Kerry
out to
Murphy.
Justin Horton.
Yep.
Kerry Murphy. Those guys deserve some stuff, some swag. You
Yeah.
need to give
Yeah.
them some extra hints.
Yeah, well, I think Justin got our first scavenger hunt.
got the
He
first
didn't
one.
get the koozie, so
He
we got
didn't
to
get
give
the koozie, yeah.
we got to give him a koozie.
Yeah, we got
Oh.
plenty of koozies.
No.
My dad wants a koozie too, by the way.
We can make that happen.
Well, part of it
Come
is-
up here, Pops.
Part of it's finding it too.
Yeah, that's true.
You gotta go find it sometimes.
Yeah, if
But
you're
it's
listening.
been a lot of fun. I thought the homecoming game was cool. To just post it during the game. And then,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
hope
wish you
maybe
guys
your
went
kid's
up
gonna
there,
run
man.
down
It's
there
cool.
and grab it or something. It's just an interesting way to enjoy the game.
You guys should check out the football team anyway. They're pretty good, man.
Yeah.
They're 2-2, and they should be 3-1 from what I hear. They lost a close one in Bonham to some referee.
Yeah,
BS.
shenanigans.
Yeah.
Who's the standouts in this area now?
Football wise,
Yeah,
you're talking about towns.
yeah.
I'm not sure about that. I think Trenton is probably somewhere on the same level as Leonard. Pretty
Sure.
good team.
Sure. Yeah.
You said Trenton.
Yeah, Trenton.
Yeah, see,
I'm not sure. I know Bells was good for a while. We play Bells this week, I think. Tomorrow night.
Maybe we'll go check that out.
It's really cool from my patio. I can see Leonard's lights, Trenton's lights, and Blue Ridge lights.
Wow.
Wow.
Scoreboard.
Yeah, all three of them.
That's
Scoreboard.
nice.
Pretty cool.
Is Wolf City still playing football?
Yeah.
I can see theirs, too.
Are
That's the
they back
list.
to 11 man? Man, I'm out of the loop, dude. I
Sure.
really am.
Sure.
I know they were 6-man for a while.
Wolf City?
Does
was?
Yeah, I
JQ
think so.
still play for them?
Who?
JQ.
JQ, yeah, Michael Paul and JQ and Fran and all those guys. Yeah, I don't think they're still there.
Oh, that's
That's-
all I remember about.
We're
Wolf City
dating
football.
ourselves, though, man.
Yeah.
We're
JQ.
showing our age.
Yep. Yep.
JQ and Michael Paul Fuller, those guys were good,
There you
man.
go.
They talked a lot, but they were good. If
Yeah.
they're listening,
Shout
hey, I
out.
remember how good you were. So
That was big football back then.
yeah, it
wasn't
was against Leonard had some pretty good guys back then too. James and Justin, John Okino and Nick Dole and all those guys.
Yeah, he is not saying James as James Hartley. That was not the guy.
not James Hartley,
Yeah.
who is celebrating his birthday today.
I am 36.
Old 36.
I'm the baby here, though. Y'all are both older
Scoreboard.
than me. Both older than me.
I am older than dirt. Actually, I know how
You
to
look
make
older
dirt.
than us.
Oh.
I kid.
Hit the button. There it is.
That's true. It's true, though. It
Nah,
hurts
you
because
look-
it's
you
true.
look-
I
look
actually
great.
have the recipe for
You look
dirt
like a young 36.
if you want it.
Oh, young 30. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I like
very
that.
young 36.
Yeah.
Your hairline's better.
So let
than
me
mine,
ask you
though.
this:
Jeez.
you're just turning 36, right?
It's true. Yeah.
Okay.
This morning, as a matter of fact.
You're
Maybe
just
not
turning 36 years old. So how have your 30s treated you so far? Have you been like achy when you wake up and stuff?
No,
or-
I have actually had more fun in my 30s than I did in my 20s, I think. I thought I had fun in my 20s.
Yeah,
but,
and then you hit your 30s,
and
you're like,
oh,
yeah,
this
dude.
is it. I'm hitting my stride. I'm going to embarrass some people here, but I think if you go out and you maybe party a little too hard, it's a little slower recovery time.
Yeah, those 3-day hangovers.
Yeah, it's not good.
Do you make sounds when you put your shoes on and stuff? Like, and all
I
that?
just think that's depression. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. No, I
must
don't.
be really depressed.
Yeah, that's not so much to do with my body as my mental health.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I feel pretty good. I've noticed a little bit of lack of energy, but I think that comes along with that expanding waistline. So I'm about to start addressing
both,
that.
man.
You know, so,
My 30s have been pretty easy up until I'm 38 now,
yeah,
and somewhere in the middle of 36, 37, I started noticing like what I ate,
yeah,
and I kind of hit a wall.
yeah. I can see that.
That's being introduced to me
I'm
right
sure.
now.
I don't.
We got 36, 37, and 38
Our
here.
followers
Yeah.
on Facebook see these pictures we post every week, and they're probably like, "Who is that fat short guy?" It's me, y'all.
Right
I'm
after they
fat.
ask about the fat tall guy.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if this is age related or not. I don't like the heat. I can't take the heat as much as I could when I was younger, but I don't know if that's just because I've been exposed to like what a Colorado summer's like.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's way better than a Texas summer, you know? So
Yeah.
that kind of bothers me, but I'm looking forward to this cold front coming through next week.
I thought I hated the heat and the humidity until the humidity went away and the pollen came out. Dude, my allergies the last few weeks have been brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm not talking
rather
like
the heat?
an occasional sneeze here. I'm talking like the last 3 nights I could barely sleep, you know, because my Benadryl wore off.
It's when
My
you're like
nose
rolling
is-
up. Like,
My nose is somehow stopped up and running constantly
Dude,
at the same time.
that
My
is
eyes are
brutal.
itchy. My face feels like it's huge.
we my wife just took both my kids to get allergy tested, where they rub stuff on you and all that. And we just this summer finished sodding our lawn with Bermuda, and both my kids are highly allergic to Bermuda.
Oh,
I'm
no.
like, sorry guys.
You're going to be allergic for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I should have gone with Zoysia, I guess. I don't know.
Guess you can always get a job and move out.
Yeah. I know you're 7. I know you're 7.
What were we going to get into? We're going to talk about Leonard stuff coming up, right?
I have heard through some grapevines that there were some things in Leonard. And one of those that piqued my interest was a racetrack, a dirt track of sorts.
Here in town?
In Leonard somewhere. And from what I understand, that Lee Cemetery area maybe.
Ooh.
And
Halloween's coming up, y'all.
And I'm only mentioning
wait,
this.
speaking of Lee Cemetery, is it closed to the public right now?
Yes, it is.
It is.
There's a sign on it.
Due to
I
vandalism
was out
and
there
stuff,
for
right?
some work or something.
I don't know if it's vandalism or if they consider planting fresh Confederate flags as vandalism. I took my father-in-law.
Come on, man.
I know. I took my
Come on.
father-in-law out there, and I was like, "Hey, this is Lee Cemetery." I was kind of giving him the Lee Peacock background, and there was some fresh stars and bars out there, and I was like, "And we got some."
Who's doing that?
Is it private property now?
It
Who's
is.
doing that?
The Gills own it.
They do own it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on their property anyway.
I was
I like
told-
to listen to Skinner, but dang, I ain't out there putting out
waving the.
Confederate flags.
Well, I was told
battle
this
flag.
dirt track of sorts was out by the Gills place, and that's only what I can imagine would be where it is.
That's cool. I want to hear
yeah,
more about that. Who
dirt
could
track,
we talk
and
to?
I'm
that would
thinking
know this?
this must have been 50s, 60s that this was going on, and maybe inspired some of the dirt track or race tracks around here.
Yeah.
That's cool. I know there's been some dirt track activity there over the years. I can speak firsthand on that, but
Something like maybe a Fight Club Belt
Whoa.
that I also heard went around this place.
in Leonard,
This might be 50s, 60s as well, but
nobody's going to talk about that.
if there was a belt,
rule number one.
Yeah.
supposedly there was a belt as well.
We're breaking rule number 1, dude.
What's that?
Who do you think-
Don't talk about Fight Club.
Well,
Who
I'm
do
not
you
in the
like? Who do
club.
you think in Leonard would hold a belt
I
if
have
we had
no
like
clue.
a tough man
This is
competition?
back in the day, though.
Let's talk right now, hypothetical.
Oh man,
Right now, Leonard only. Like if you're within like a mile or so of the city limits, who would win Leonard Tough Man competition? Who do you think?
Oh,
I want our
man.
Facebook page to chime in on this one.
Yeah.
Who you going with?
I don't know. Like anybody who lived through the Depression.
How about anybody who's from here, whether they live here now or not?
I'm drawing a blank. I would have said like Nick Ransom.
Yeah,
rest in
Nick was
peace.
tough, dude.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say Brendan Woods or Zane Chrisman.
Okay.
They had a pretty good
based on that-
throwdown.
Based
They
on that
did.
throwdown,
Was that not like a
happened in high school.
45-minute long
It
fight?
was long.
Brandon Woods, if you're listening, I know you are.
Everybody was
Message me
terrified
and tell
to
me
get
how
in.
long you fought Zane Chrisman for. Was it like 45-minute long?
Zane might be listening.
Yeah.
He might be able to
yeah.
tell us. But I don't know what it was after lunch.
All I know is that I thought that was like a heavyweight boxing match.
Everybody was terrified to break it up, including Coach Marshall.
Yeah.
I saw the fear in his face
Yeah.
when he went in between
It's
them.
like,
He was
this
like,
is
I
two
don't.
large men.
They walked down the court and one or two.
You know what I
times
remember about
hitting each
that
other.
fight?
It was crazy.
And it's not just the fact that they're both 150 pounds bigger than me. Is like they would like load up each punch. And you could just hear it.
Yeah.
And I was like, my God, how did that not knock
And
that
we were
dude
all
down?
so in shock
Yeah.
and terrified to do anything.
I remember I thought I was the tough guy for my size. I was like, I'm the toughest 107-pounder around here. Those dudes, man.
I was scared, like hiding behind the little rail on the
Well,
tunnel.
It's always when like you've seen people get into a fight and then you see violence.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This was like
Yeah.
a totally different thing that I had been doing.
It was
you
like
know?
a Clash of Titans.
Like
or
I
something. It was
beat
insane.
Steven Gazowski up or whatever, but like no, this was different than that. This was something different.
I don't know.
I would go with one of those two.
B. Woods
Just
or
based
Zane
off,
Chrisman.
just based off that.
There you go. Brandon Woods is pretty tough.
yeah, he's a
Big
tough
dude.
dude.
Pretty tough dude.
Still big dude, right?
I
I mean, he's not
haven't
getting
seen
smaller.
Brandon in a long time. I want to. I wish he would
I
have
saw
came
him
to
a
our
few years ago.
reunion.
He played some basketball with my brother.
He did comment
He was still balling.
on one of our
Did he?
siren-related posts recently. He told me he was listening, so
Cool.
that's cool. He said,
Right
I
on.
like what you guys are doing.
What's up, B.
B.
Woods?
Woods, shout out.
He said the same thing.
I don't know. Maybe some of our teachers for what we put them through.
You remember Coach Green?
Who's the toughest coach we had?
Coach Green.
I don't remember Coach Green.
You don't remember him?
Coach Green. Yeah.
He used to sit around and drink coffee and like spit his tobacco juice into it.
Like it looked like
Coach
30
Green,
weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was his
Yeah.
name? First name?
Joe Green.
Vaguely
Right.
remember that.
I don't know.
He was kind of short, stocky dude, wore thick glasses. The coach's shorts with the long socks.
Yeah.
He's a tough dude.
Huh.
I mean, I remember when guys would fight and stuff in like off-season football, and he would just throw you in the field house and say, "Figure it out."
Yeah, it's a different world now, man.
Yeah.
You know, Garrett Todd's pretty tough.
Is he?
Yeah, I like Garrett. I think
Yeah,
he's tough.
He's tough at like 21 in basketball. You
if
ever
anybody
played him at
knows-
21 or horse or something?
Yeah.
Dude, he is unbeatable.
I was a pretty good basketball player. I'm not sure that I've ever beaten him one-on-one.
Yeah, you're a foot taller than him.
I know.
You're not going to out-hustle that guy. I know that.
No. Like, he's hustling more than I am right now.
I want to get Garrett Todd on here. I tried to. I know this is going to disappoint some of our listeners. I tried to get him on, but he's hard to reach, you guys.
He doesn't call back in a timely manner.
Nah,
He'll be like, hey, man, I'm just calling you back. And you're like, I called you last month.
Yeah,
You know?
it'll be New Year's before I hear from him again.
Yeah.
If anybody knows about this belt, this Fight Club style belt, that we'd love to hear a story about.
Or
it.
if anybody wants to enter a tough man competition in Leonard,
12 o'clock
hosted
Sirens.
by the Siren and Kickbacks.
Circus Maximus.
We're going to have an MMA match up here.
Winner gets a koozie and a sticker pack.
Speaking of MMA match, we had Coy Clements on last week.
Dude, I hate that I missed that, man.
It was good, man. It was
I
a good
wanted
time.
to talk about like kung fu movies and stuff.
Well, he's going to come back on, so maybe we'll.
So he's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, right?
He is a BJJ practitioner.
I haven't
yes.
listened to that episode yet. I'm sorry. I know him.
Still got a special going on, 25% off on 3 months.
Does he have any other?
Yeah.
for you and your kids?
Cool. Any other
Sidewinder
disciplines?
Jiu-Jitsu.
So he's done some boxing, and there's actually some boxing classes up at Sidewinder available. I think he's a little familiar with judo as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So BJJ,
Yeah.
American boxing, and some judo.
Yep.
That's about as well rounded as you need to
No,
be,
no,
according to Joe Rogan, right?
Absolutely, and not only American boxing, a boxer who came up in Mexico, which is a different,
Yeah.
fought professionally in
Right.
Mexico.
Yeah,
It's
they
a different game.
treat it way more serious. There.
Yeah, they do. So Coach Joe is the boxing coach at Sidewinder. I'm looking forward to getting involved in some of that. I'm not very coordinated, so we're going to see how that speed bag works, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I've
know?
heard that like everybody who thinks they can throw a punch, their first boxing lesson, they're like, "What?"
Yeah, I can't throw a punch
Yeah.
at all. So
This is totally off topic, but Matthew busted his toe.
I did.
how'd you bust your toe?
I don't know.
He showed it to
Well,
me.
I've been walking around here a lot in sandals,
Oh,
which I should have learned when I
Flirt
stepped
flirps.
on a freaking nail a few months ago.
Flurp, flurps.
yeah. All right, let me see
Matthew
it.
is
Nursing my
sponsored
toe.
by Adidas slides.
I want to see it.
Yeah.
Show me your toe.
Let's see that thing.
I can
His
empathize
toe
with
looks
toe
like it
problems.
has a belly button on the end of it.
Oh,
That's nasty, dude.
oh man,
Looks like you tried to pierce it.
that makes my stomach feel weird.
It hurts. I think
I'm sorry.
I think I kicked something, like with the sandal on.
Did you
got
know
my
it
toe.
immediately?
Well, I don't know.
I'm confused
I
by
don't remember
this.
being cut that bad. Not cut that bad, but I don't remember being
Right.
kicking it that hard. But maybe I did.
Maybe it's chapped
said-
and it's just
It could be
split
chapped,
like
could-
your lips.
Could be split. Yeah.
My lips split
Shit.
like that. You should put some chapstick on. Here, I got some in my pocket.
My
Hey, I
toe.
just got a response from Pastor Joe.
Hey, thanks.
I think he's up for Sunday evening.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do
So,
it.
yeah, we'll have him on. So, everybody, First United Methodist Church of Leonard, Pastor Joe will be on here Sunday evening.
Cool. Is
Uh,
that confirmed?
Before the Cowboy game?
Sure. When's the Cowboys play?
Sunday night.
Sunday night.
Then during.
Mm. We might have to do it from my living room, and y'all are going to have to
We can-
keep it down.
Hey, we can test out the.
Have you been
Bluetooth.
watching the Cowboys lately?
I have.
I know you're not a super sports guy, Matthew, but
I
are you?
haven't been watching.
you-
I mean, I've been keeping up. But
I mean, I play fantasy football, so I need
I'm
to
on,
watch.
I'm
Yeah.
on Facebook.
Yeah. But
So
they
you-
look good, but they haven't played anybody yet.
They haven't, but
They're about to.
that's fair. That's
Com-
very fair to
Conference
say.
wise, I mean,
But
they're
the
looking
way
really
they've
good.
been winning games, which is a complete team effort, has me thinking that they might be kind of legit.
Oh, they're legit. I'm just.
We'll find out.
we'll
They're
see.
fixing to get into the meat of the schedule.
Everybody's
so.
getting confident.
Well, and okay,
Building
if they
confidence.
lose their first quote unquote real game, it doesn't mean the season's over. You know.
No,
like-
of course not. But hey, they were a game away from the NFC Championship game last year, and they appear to have gotten better. So
Well, that's good. Dak's grown, man.
Dak
It's a good
looks great.
start.
Yeah.
Dak-
Pay the man.
Dak looks great. That new kid, Tony Pollard,
Yeah.
looks pretty good
He
too.
does too. Easy, Zeke.
Yeah.
You know?
Watch it, Zeke. You better get back from Cabo.
That's it.
Cut that hair. Pull your shirt down.
Pull. Nah,
Straighten up.
Kind of looks like an Ewok.
Zeke?
Kinda. Zeke. Yeah. Kind of does. Any Ewok fans out there? No.
No, he does.
Oh, yeah.
It's
I know
just
what
like-
an Ewok was. I don't know why I had just a brain fart. Right there. I was trying to think of what Zeke.
I did too. I figured
like,
you were
huh.
looking at 2 deers in the headlights.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, man. Does he not look like an Ewok? I just totally missed the mark.
He looks just like it.
Yeah.
He doesn't live in a tree or anything.
Yeah. On, where did they live? Alderaan?
Yep.
Anyway, sorry.
Outrun, yep.
Just geeking out. a bit.
What do y'all have going on this weekend?
Well, Garrett stood me up for this 25K.
Are you going to do it?
No.
Yeah, not
Well,
now.
no,
Not
no.
now, you're not.
No. It's 2 days after my
Oh,
birthday.
I have something exciting coming up.
What do you got?
Ooh.
My
What?
nephew, Grady, is playing his first soccer game. And I'm excited, man.
Where?
Cool.
In Bonham. It's
Nice.
he's on a Leonard team in a Bonham league.
Okay.
With Whitworth. Was it Kyle
Mhm.
Whitworth? His one of his boys, maybe both. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm excited, man. He's got little cleats and stuff.
Cool.
Kyle's,
How old?
I think it's Colby. Kyle's kid
4.
was on our T-ball team, and he is like super stud athlete.
Really?
So I don't know about the little one, but there's some genes
Well,
in that family.
I know this. Grady is a super athlete.
Yeah.
He's super funny too. He's really fast. He just can't like turn or stop or anything.
All right. It's like
Once
me
he gets
skiing.
going, look
I
out.
went to my first club soccer game last Saturday.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
FC Dallas.
Garrett's been playing. No, kid.
Oh, okay.
But like club versus rec apparently.
Mm.
But rec is like, I'm not that committed. Club is a little more committed, from what I understand. But they're kids are way more serious.
What
And,
kind
like,
of
the
helmets do they
fundamentals.
wear in soccer?
uh,
What kind of helmets and pads?
foot helmets,
Mm.
shin helmets.
Wait a minute.
They wear their helmets on their shins.
I am soccer ignorant, man.
Yeah,
too.
I watch
a lot
like
of
the
running.
World Cup or whatever sometimes.
Yeah,
But all those dudes look like male models. Have you noticed that?
yeah, they do.
Why is
And-
that? Is it because they run 30 miles a
Yes, but they're also like, how do I say this without offending anyone? They're not super masculine though.
game? No, they
Because
flop a lot.
they
They
flop.
flop like worse than LeBron.
Yeah, and I saw a meme one time that said in hockey, people try to pretend they're not hurt so they can keep playing. In soccer,
Yeah.
you try to pretend you're hurt. You know, I don't know. It kind of throws it off for me. I don't like it.
When my brother played soccer back in the day as a kid, young kid, my dad and I would sit in the stands, and like when the refs would, convene in between halves or quarters, whatever, we'd make up conversation for what they were talking about back and forth. And it'd be like some, older guy,
Like
referee.
exchanging recipes or something.
Yeah. So,
So tell me about that
got
casserole dish.
Got a flask of whiskey back in my car. You want to go over for a shot real quick? Hey, that sort of stuff.
Have you ever seen the video of the guy that sits in the stands during Little League games and he films the coach walking out to the pitcher's mound and he does a conversation?
Oh, man.
So he walks out, and he's like, do you disappoint your family in all areas or just baseball? And it's all little clips like that.
Yeah,
It's funny.
that's pretty much what we were doing.
Yeah.
But
Like-
we just improv it back and forth, and
Pretty
it
fun.
was fun.
Well, where are we at here?
What do you got going on, Matthew?
Oh yeah, that's what I was getting to. We may be doing some. I think we're having the nieces and nephews over for some pumpkin carving on
Cool.
Saturday night,
That's cool.
which we may or may not be able.
Where'd
to
you get your
make it-
pumpkins?
Well, that's what I was saying. We may or may not be able to make it to Grove Hill Farms.
Yes. I was going to say
which
that.
you were there last weekend with your.
I was
kids?
not there, but Ashley and the kids were there.
Talk
and
about
it's
it. Tell me
awesome.
about it. Tell
Yeah.
us about this place. Tell our listeners.
Well, so Grove Hill Farms, Amber Bates out there on her property on 1553.
That is just past the Grove Hill Cemetery, correct?
correct. I mean, it's like they
The next
border
drive
each other.
past it,
Yeah. Man, a lot of cool stuff out there. They got. I think they had a hayride. They have
They have a
pumpkins.
petting
and-
zoo?
I think so. I'm not entirely. Like I said, I wasn't there, but
I think they
know,
had chickens.
Yeah,
no
I
goats
think I
or
saw
nothing?
pictures
Maybe
of chickens, goats, and
goats.
dogs. Maybe
A petting
Yeah.
zoo ain't a
I
petting
saw
zoo if you
dogs
ain't got
here,
a
kid
goat,
pictures.
man.
yeah,
I think I saw dogs.
Hell, you
Yeah.
can come to my house and pet a dog.
yeah. It's true. Come to my house, pet too. Though my
How many
mom-
eyes they got?
Yeah, 3 between 2 of them.
Wait, you had 3 dogs, man. What happened?
He's no longer with us.
Oh, are you serious?
Oh.
Yeah.
The
He lives
healer
at Grove Hill Farms.
he lives at that Grove Hill Cemetery.
in the sky.
No, I
Grove
don't.
Hill
I
in
really,
the sky.
I don't know. He showed up and then he left.
Uh,
So he stayed with us about a month and then he left.
we hardly knew you, one-eyed.
We lost a
One-eyed
chicken.
blue healer.
We lost a
hardly,
chicken
that's,
this morning.
That's a good-looking
Heard
pup.
that. He was a good-looking pup. He
Did
was
it hang
also-
himself in the goat feeder thing?
No, it didn't. We lost a chicken. It was the
Man,
oldest of
I gotta-
the flock.
Somebody needs to intervene, dude. I'm gonna call. Was
My
it
parents are out of town,
PETA?
so like every
call
time they go out of
APS?
town,
Is that a thing?
I lose an
Animal
Yeah,
like CPS?
yeah.
For
This
animals?
one, it was the oldest of the flock.
I think it's the living conditions out there, man. They're
Yeah,
offing
just-
themselves.
Yeah.
They
That
eat
goat
very
hung
well.
himself.
I don't think they eat
Or
very
herself,
well.
or
It was him.
himself. Was that a billy goat?
It was a big Billy goat.
Big Billy
Really?
goat.
His head was just too big, man.
You know, he just said, I can't take it anymore.
He was like, "Yeah,
He
I'm
got-
out of here,
he got
man."
too curious.
Goodbye, cruel world.
He's going to that Grove Hill in the sky.
Yeah. Yes, we're pumpkin carving on Saturday.
And
I'm
eating chicken.
I think I'm smoking a turkey on Sunday.
You gonna have some chicken?
We've got chicken. Actually, that's my wife just asked me to smoke some chickens on Sunday for.
I'm,
And you were like, "Yeah, I can do that."
Yeah. I know where one is.
I'm
I just threw it on the burn pile.
celebrating my birthday with my family Saturday afternoon.
Cool.
Yeah.
What do you
And-
ask for your birthday?
What do you ask? What do you ask
Any
for your
birthday gifts?
36th birthday?
Well, this is a little embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie. Not much of a gamer. Don't care about gadgets and stuff. But I'm actually asking for cash. I know it's a little tacky because I'm saving up for the Oculus Quest virtual reality wireless headset because it interests me. Also, I'm big into aviation right now, so I'm also asking for that because
For an airplane?
I want to take flying lessons. So you know,
There you go.
Cool,
dude.
yeah.
Do stuff before you turn 38 because you
Yeah.
won't want to do it then.
I know it. I know
Trust
it.
me, Jack.
That's just too much work.
Trust me. You're not gonna want to
Lose
do it
that
then.
tea. You got to ask for some tea.
Yeah, get your levels checked, man.
That's true. But we also on Sunday might be interviewing Pastor Joe, right?
Yeah.
So
that's
what-
true.
So what time do the Cowboys play?
I'm gonna guess.
I'd say 7
7
o'clock. It's
gonna be at
o'clock.
7:25?
Yeah. What
It's
time
either
are you talking?
noon,
like
3,
4,
or
4:30, 4 something.
So maybe we can do like a 6:00 podcast or something.
You don't have Sunday night service?
No, we do not.
Oh,
We
okay.
have just for kids that Amber helps with,
Oh, okay.
and so you can go drop your kids off up there.
That's
so
cool.
we'll snag Pastor Joe and talk to him. Maybe help get us right.
Yep.
You know.
We've got another guest for next week.
Oh man, this is one I'm
Check this
excited
out.
about.
I found out about the Blake Nation cover band of Blake Shelton, who lives here in town. Mr.
Blake
Nate.
Shelton?
He lives here in
Blake Shelton lives here
Yeah. Did you know
in
that?
Leonard.
No, so the guy the Blake Shelton cover band lives here in Leonard.
Yes,
that
he
guy?
does. Yes, he does.
Oh, okay.
Blows my mind.
Yeah, you had me there for a second. I
Da-
heard Blake Shelton lived here. and I
David
was like,
Newton.
David Newton.
Yep, he lives here in town.
Okay, so David Newton lives here in town, and he's in a Blake Shelton cover
He's
band.
in a Blake Shelton cover band. You may have heard about him. Starting to make some big waves. But he lives here in town. Blake Nation is the name. A tribute to Blake Shelton is the name of their band. They were going to be playing at Hank's coming up October, I want to say 9th, 10th, 11th, something like that.
That's cool.
And they also got acknowledged by Blake Shelton himself.
Oh, so Blake Shelton heard these guys and thought they were legit.
Somehow, yeah, Blake Shelton
That's
heard these guys, and he's on the talent show on whatever it
Yeah,
is.
The
NBC
Singer or,
whatever, one of those
the-
shows, The Voice,
Voice
or
Persons?
American Idol or something.
Yeah, there's
Voice.
a lot of them.
So anyway, he personally invited Mr. Newton and his band, Blake Nation, to come up to Tishomingo to Old Red.
Which is kind of Blake's stomping grounds, right?
Yeah, it's where he grew up, and he's got a bar up there. So they were personally invited
I would make
to come
them
play up
the
there. So
house
that's really
band
exciting.
at
I wonder-
my place.
How does one get in or start a Blake Shelton cover band? Do you
You
sound?
gotta have the voice.
you must
I think
sound
you gotta
like him.
start with a voice.
And also like
Well,
his
And when I heard
stuff.
about him, I said, "Does he look like him?" Because Blake Shelton's a big dude.
You know who
like
Blake Shelton
6'5"
kind of
or
looks like to me?
Who?
Raymond Littrell.
Yeah,
They kind of remind me of each other.
Okay.
I can see that.
I don't know.
I always kind of thought, and maybe this is giving Jim McDonald too much credit, but like when we'd be sitting around listening to Alice in Chains, he did a really good job of mimicking Lane Staley. I was
Oh,
like,
really?
He should be
Yeah.
Lane
cool.
Staley cover band.
He does a good G-Mac, too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does. He does do a good
He
G
can sound just like his dad.
Yep.
That's cool.
But yeah, that should be Wednesday. Hopefully, we'll be hearing back from him this week.
So the podcast will
him
be a
nailed
day
down.
early next week.
Yeah.
Dude,
We don't really have any set schedule.
We don't have a
yeah,
schedule,
we don't.
but, yeah, we try to
but for
stick
those
to
of you Thursday nighters, the hardcore Thursday nighters, you won't have to wait till
Thursday night.
You get it early,
You can get it on Wednesday.
and should be packed full of Blake Shelton.
So feedback, man. What kind of feedback you been getting?
I've been getting phone calls, couple
Emails,
You got
emails,
emails?
messages. Yeah,
carrier pigeon.
people seem to be liking what we're doing, and,
Yeah.
and I think it sits a lot of it weighs in the 12 o'clock spot with who's in that seat, and how interesting it is to hear stories about your town, and
This is the 12 o'clock seat, by the way.
no,
we changed it.
we
You
changed
can't
it.
change.
We didn't
I'm
tell you
changing
about
my
it.
name to that.
Doesn't it?
we
Doesn't
didn't
it make sense?
No,
to
the 12
have
o'clock spot is now the interview
interviewee.
So I'm 9 o'clock.
Yep.
Yeah, you're not.
I'm 6
We've been
o'clock.
saying that.
Man, I'm moving my chair.
6
no,
to midnight.
No.
I'm just gonna move my chair. I'm
12
gonna sit
o'clock
there now.
siren. So when you're interviewed on here, it's the 12 o'clock spot.
I've already
Doesn't it
started
make
the
sense?
paperwork to change my name to 12.
I told James earlier. I said I'm an idiot. I didn't understand. Like I think it'd be perfect to be 12 o'clock right
Mm.
here on my
Well,
right.
I'm glad you guys made that decision without me.
And I'm sorry we didn't ask
It's
you
all
about
right.
that.
I'm not hurt. A little bit.
Just 9
Mm.
o'clock now. You got to get that tattoo changed.
Oh my God. You know how hard it is to get that thing?
Laser
A 3
removal.
turned into a 9.
Yeah, so we're talking about feedback, man. A lot of people tell me they like when we ramble like this, when we just rap.
Yes, we're going a little longer. We're 36 minutes right now.
When we rap. I heard a lot of good stuff about the gym episodes,
Yep.
Yeah.
I did
Yep.
too. I did
Yep.
too. Jim's a great guest.
mostly from Jim, but
I've been trying to pay attention to the numbers too, and it seems like all the episodes are getting pretty equal amount of
Really?
listens, and that's really encouraging.
Guys, we've been live less than a month, and we're right at 2,000 downloads.
yeah, that's
Unique
crazy.
downloads. So
It's been a lot of fun, and I think we had a lot of people that are interested in continuing to listen, and we're definitely interested in continuing to produce something that's fun and entertaining and enjoyable to listen to, with compelling guests and people from the town.
we've got some interesting. I mean, talking about David Newton and some of the local people, but we've got some. I won't say who, but we have some interesting ideas for future guests that we
Yep.
may be able to pull that I
Our-
think will be
Our
interesting.
potential guest list is really, really cool right now. And
Yeah.
I think if we could put it all out right now, you'd be really impressed.
Yeah.
But we've got to wait until all this kind of forms out and we get everybody lined up and ready for interviews.
Yeah.
So a
I'm
lot of
with
fun
you,
stuff coming.
Yeah.
In the meantime, 2 podcasts in the next 7 days, hopefully.
It's a lot.
2.5s
Yeah.
coming as well.
Have you guys got a
Maybe
check
a
yet?
Lessons on Liberty.
Maybe lessons on Liberty.
Have you guys got a first check from this yet?
Not yet.
No.
Not
I
yet.
haven't either.
I've got it in.
Been checking my mail though.
I got paid in a form of validation. People
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
So.
That's
Yeah,
pretty worth it.
man, I got to get out more in public so people say, like at the football game, a few people were like, "Hey, man, I
Well,
dig the
Ebola
show."
takes you down, man.
Dude, chicken pox,
Shingles.
Ebola, shingles all at once. It's a lot for a 38-year-old.
Sucks.
Felt like we were breaking all kinds of HIPAA rules.
I bet your belly button was caving in.
I have an Audi.
But he has a
Just
belly
ero-
button on his toe
eroding.
now.
Yeah,
On his toe, you got
you
one.
got a belly button on your toe.
All right.
got
Well,
toe
that
up.
does it for point.
I just raised the volume on Dallas.
What's this?
For those-
Episode 6?
For those of you listening,
What episode is this? Is this
6.5.
an anniversary or something?
6.5 here.
Dude, we're hitting up there to 10, man.
You're a year older now.
I am a
Since
year
we
older.
started
Been doing
doing
this for
Wow,
35 and
that's
36.
crazy, dude. What are you guys eating tonight?
Oh, nothing. For
I had a
me.
Zim's
I think-
pizza before I
Matter
came
of fact,
out
I
here.
I'm about to
love-
pick
it's-
one up for my wife. She
Are
just
you?
texted me, "Can you pick up a pizza for me?"
It's Kazim, and he's an amazing man, and we should have him on the podcast because
sure.
he.
It goes by a lot of names in this town.
It does. I'm gonna forgo one.
You're not going to say the
No,
Rhyme-
no,
rhymes
neither are you, Jason. Don't
rhymes
embarrass
with.
me.
I can't even say it.
No.
Everybody knows what
Yes.
Zim's.
Yeah. No, I love. I
Vinny?
think. I think everybody should support that local pizzeria.
Sure.
That dude is here to serve you too, man.
He is. He's a good dude.
Good guy. I bought a car from that guy once.
Did you
Yeah,
really?
For real. For real. But and I had to like lay low. I couldn't go in there for a while because he kept trying to sell me stuff. I was like, dude, I spent all my money on this car.
I bought your car.
I bought
Yeah.
a car from you. He wanted to sell me a house and another car. I was like, dude, it's been a week.
Oh,
You know,
man.
I barely paid you for this car.
Sometimes I order up there and he just tells me what I want.
Yeah, he's like, oh, you don't want that, buddy.
I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, okay.
I was gonna make a joke about it. Were you scared to turn the ignition, or like some witness protection joke or something? Yeah.
Nah, he's a good dude, man.
He is. He's a great man. I'd like to.
He's
have
from
him on.
Albania.
Yeah, that's where Benny was from.
Are they
Of the
kin
Bennies.
or something?
I don't think so.
Is it just coincidence that they both ended up Northeast
I
Texas?
think so.
Wow.
Or is it?
Dun dun dun.
Boom, boom.
Yeah.
Well, if Yism,
Gazim.
Gazim, if he ends up at a
Don't
shopping
say it.
center in
Why
North
does he get to
McKinney,
say it? I want to
then
say
yes, they're
If he
related,
said it,
that's
I'm
true.
saying it. Jisms.
yeah, okay,
Jisms. And
Gazim.
jisms.
all right, Jim's.
Yep. All right, guys. I have
Jason,
nothing else.
Please say the words.
Give me Dallas.